In this class, now I would like to discuss with you transformations of quadratic equations. So before starting this transformations of quadratic equations, now I would like to discuss with you one application. See this application. Find a quadratic equation. Find a quadratic equation whose roots are 3 more than the roots of a quadratic equation x square minus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now let us go to the solution. How do you do this solution? Read the question carefully. Here one quadratic equation is given. Suppose if you consider the roots of this quadratic equation as alpha and beta. Okay. Now here we have to determine one quadratic equation whose roots are 3 more than the roots of this equation. Means we have to determine a quadratic equation whose roots are alpha plus 3, beta plus 3. Because we people have taken the roots of the quadratic equation as alpha and beta. Yes or no? Now solve this. If you solve it, what do you get? X minus 1 into x minus 2 is equal to 0. Now here x equal to 1, x equal to 2. Let us take this roots as alpha equal to 1, beta equal to 2. Now substitute here. So, okay, when you write alpha equal to 1 here, you get 4. When you write a beta equal to 2 here, you get 5. Now we people have got roots of our quadratic equation. When you know the roots of our quadratic equation, okay, then how to determine such quadratic equation you know. X minus 4 into x minus 5 equal to 0. Now simplify that. If you simplify, what do you get? So x square minus 9x plus 20 is equal to 0 you will get when you take the product of these two. Okay, see, I hope you have understood how I have answered this question. But instead of doing this procedure, see, here we would like to calculate a quadratic equation whose roots are alpha plus 3, beta plus 3, no? Because as they have given in the problem, we would like a quadratic equation whose roots are 3 more than the roots of the given quadratic equation. Means our required quadratic equation roots are alpha plus 3 and beta plus 3, where alpha and beta are the roots of the given quadratic equation. Okay. So here instead of doing like this, so how we answer to this question? By the transformations of equations. Now I explain you. In the transformations of quadratic equation, we consider any one of the root as alpha plus 3 is equal to, let it be x or y. Okay. You can take this one as either x or y, your wish. So if you consider the y, alpha plus 3 equal to y, then your required result you will get in terms of y. After getting in terms of y, you can replace that variable again y by x, because mostly they will give answers in terms of a variable x only. Okay. So here I am considering this alpha plus 3 is equal to x only. Okay. Right. Now alpha is equal to x minus 3 we will get. So as you know, alpha is one of the root of the given quadratic equation. What is the given quadratic equation? X square minus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now in the place of alpha, in the place of x write alpha square minus 3 alpha plus 2 is equal to 0. Because alpha is one of the root of this quadratic equation. So in the next step, in the place of alpha write this x minus 3 whole square minus 3 into x minus 3 plus 2 is equal to 0. Now go for simplification of this. At last you will get x square minus 9x plus 20 is equal to 0 only you will get. Okay. So this is the easiest process than the previous one, no? So for this purpose, our mathematicians have been introduced this method called transformations of quadratic equations. Even this concept also can be applied to the theory of equations. Okay na? So not only for this quadratic equation, this method can be applicable for all the polynomial equations. Okay na? Whose degree is 2 or more than 2. Right. See, let us go to that method. So in that method, first consider alpha comma beta are roots of a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Okay, then you find a quadratic equation whose roots are increased by k of the roots of this equation, means alpha plus k comma beta plus k, where k is a some constant, k is not equal to 0. Observe that point. Alpha beta are the roots of this quadratic equation. Then find a quadratic equation whose roots are increased by k of the roots of this quadratic equation, means that here we would like to calculate a quadratic equation whose roots are alpha plus k comma beta plus k. Then as I said in my earlier application, so first what we have to do, so we have to consider this alpha plus k is equal to a dummy variable called x. Now make alpha a subject, x minus k we will get. Suppose if you consider this quadratic equation as f of x, so it is a quadratic equation in terms of a variable x, no? So here alpha is one of the root of this equation. So when you substitute x equal to alpha, here what do we get? A alpha square plus b alpha plus c is equal to 0 we will get. That is nothing but f of alpha. So now here alpha we have got as x minus k. So wherever alpha is there, there you replace as x minus k and go for simplification. So that you people will get a quadratic equation whose roots will be alpha plus k comma beta plus k. Okay. So if you have understood this concept, and for the rest of the for the rest of the roots also, you people have to apply the same procedure. Here what we have done, we would like to calculate a quadratic equation whose roots are alpha plus k comma beta plus k, where k is not equal to 0. K is any real number but not equal to 0. So here what do we do? So this we have to consider as x. Now make alpha a subject. Already we know alpha is one of the root of this equation. Hence substitute x equal to alpha. I got this one. In the next step, I replace this alpha by this x minus k and go for simplification, so that we will get our required quadratic equation. So suppose if the roots are decreased by k, then what do? Let us take one of this alpha minus k or beta minus k as x. Then make alpha as subject. What do we get? X plus k. Okay. So same like previous one. Wherever alpha is there, there you substitute x plus k. Here you get f of x plus k, which is equal to 0. Okay. If we simplify this, then we will get our quadratic equation. The next one, when the roots are opposite signs of the roots of this quadratic equation, whose roots are alpha and beta, no? Now we people have to determine a quadratic equation whose roots are opposite signs of this, means here minus alpha minus beta. Then what do? Take any one of the root as alpha, x. Now multiply on both sides with minus, so that you will get alpha equal to minus x. Now replace this alpha by minus x, so that what do we get? F of minus x is equal to 0. Okay. Similarly, understood up to here? Right. Next, if the roots are reciprocals of the roots of the given equation, okay, find a quadratic equation whose roots are reciprocals of the roots of this equation. Means you have to determine a quadratic equation whose roots are 1 by alpha comma 1 by beta. So what do we do? Any one of this root is taken as x. Now make alpha as subject. When you make alpha as subject, you will get alpha equal to 1 by x. So replace this alpha by that 1 by x, so that you will get f of 1 by x is equal to 0. Okay. Similarly, when the roots are multiplied by k, means k alpha comma k beta, then what do? K alpha is equal to x. Now alpha is equal to x by k. You know k is not equal to 0. So replace this alpha by x by k. So that here we will get f of x by k, which is equal to 0. When the roots are divided by k, then here what do we get? F of kx we will get. You know how this kx will come. This one we have to consider as x and make alpha as subject, so that alpha equal to kx will come. So replace this alpha by kx. We get this. Okay? Right. Next. When the roots are, see, find a quadratic equation whose roots are squares of the roots of this equation, means alpha square beta square. Then what do? So let us take any one of the root as x. Now make alpha as subject, you get root x. Now replace this alpha by root x, f of root x, which is equal to 0. Then go for simplification, so that we will get our required quadratic equation. Now when the roots are, okay, square root of roots of this equation, means root alpha, root beta. Then what do? Take any one of the root as x. Now square on both sides. X square we will get. Now f of x square, which is equal to 0. Similarly, nth root of alpha, nth root of beta. So here what do we get? When you take, see, let us take nth root. Nth root is nothing but x power, alpha power 1 by n, which is equal to x. When you take power n on both sides, you get alpha is equal to x power n. Now replace this alpha by x power n, so that here you get f of x power n is equal to 0. Okay? Right. Next. So find a quadratic equation whose roots are alpha power 3 by 2 comma beta power 3 by 2. Then what do? So alpha power 3 by 2, which is equal to x. Now you take, see here we have to make alpha as subject to this 3 by 2, you have to transfer into the right side. When it goes to the right side, you will get x power 2 by 3 will come. Now we have got alpha. Now replace this alpha by this alpha value, so that here you will get f of x power 2 by 3, which is equal to 0. Okay? So now go for simplification. In that simplification, make sure that power of x should be non-negative integer. See, suppose if the roots are given like that, 1 minus alpha by alpha, 1 minus beta by beta. Now find a quadratic equation whose roots are 1 minus alpha by alpha, comma 1 minus beta by beta. Observe here, alpha and beta are the roots of this equation. Then what do? So let us take 1 minus alpha by alpha is equal to x. Now here make alpha as subject. 1 minus alpha, when it comes to the right side, x alpha will come. When it goes to the right side, 1 is equal to x alpha plus alpha. Okay? Now make alpha as subject. How do you make alpha as subject? Take alpha common. So x plus 1 into alpha will come. Now alpha equal to 1 by x plus 1. Alpha is equal to 1 by x plus 1. Now we prepared alpha value. Now replace this alpha by that is 1 by x plus 1, which is equal to 0. Okay? Right. Next. See, find a quadratic equation whose roots are whose roots are a alpha plus b, a beta plus b, where a and b are constants. A is not equal to 0 and a and b are constant. In this case, what do you do? A alpha plus b, which is equal to x, you have to take. Now make alpha a subject. Transfer this one into the right side, x minus b. Now alpha is equal to x minus b by a. Now replace this alpha by x minus b by a, which is equal to 0. Next, find a quadratic equation whose roots are 1 minus alpha by 1 plus alpha, 1 minus beta by 1 plus beta. So same procedure. Consider this one is equal to x. Okay. Make alpha as subject. 1 minus alpha is equal to x of 1 plus alpha. 1 minus alpha is equal to x plus x alpha. So transfer this one to the right side. 1 minus x is equal to x plus 1 of alpha. Now alpha is equal to 1 minus x by 1 plus x. Okay, right. Now replace this alpha by that 1 minus x by 1 plus x, so that we will get here 1 minus x by 1 plus x, which is equal to 0. Okay, so whichever application is given in this model, so we simply have to follow this procedure so that we get that solution, means what we require, so we get in the easiest manner. Okay, thank you one and all.